The church bells tolled like a death knell as Alex Thompson stood at the graveside, the cold New York autumn wind whipping through his dark coat. His husband, Mark Reynolds, lay in the polished oak casket being lowered into the earth, a victim of a freak car accident that no one saw coming. But as the first shovelful of dirt hit the lid, Alex's mind wasn't on grief. It was on the lawyer's call earlier that morning, confirming he'd inherited $7 million from Mark's estate, a fortune that could rewrite his life. He didn't cry, not a single tear. The mourners, Mark's conservative family from the Midwest, eyeing Alex with barely concealed disdain, whispered among themselves, assuming his stoic face masked profound sorrow. But inside, Alex felt a twisted relief, a knot unraveling after years of pretense. That night, alone in their Upper East Side apartment, he poured a glass of Mark's favorite scotch, sat at the kitchen island, and pulled out his phone. His fingers trembled as he opened the app he'd deleted months ago, the one for discreet hookups. Just one look, he muttered to himself, logging in under his old alias. The screen lit up with notifications, dozens of them, from a man named Jordan, whose messages had haunted him for years. Alex and Mark had met 5 years earlier at a charity gala in Manhattan. Mark, a successful investment banker in his 40s, exuded confidence and charm, his family wealth opening doors Alex could only dream of. Alex, then a struggling graphic designer from a blue-collar background in Chicago, was dazzled. Their whirlwind romance led to a quiet wedding in the Hamptons, defying Mark's family's protests. "You're not like us," Mark's mother, Evelyn, had hissed at the rehearsal dinner. This is a phase for him. But Mark stood firm, and for a while Alex believed it was love. Yet doubts crept in early. Mark's world was suffocating. Endless social obligations, judgmental glances at galas where Alex felt like an outsider. And then there was Jordan, a fellow artist Alex had connected with online before meeting Mark. Their chats were electric, raw, unfiltered by class or expectation. They'd never met in person, but Jordan understood Alex's insecurities, his fear of being the wrong kind of gay in high society. Alex had cut it off when things with Mark got serious, but the what-ifs lingered. Now, with Mark gone, the inheritance felt like blood money. Alex scrolled through Jordan's messages. "Missed you last night. Thinking about that story you told me. When are we finally meeting?" His heart raced. Logging in was a betrayal even to a dead man. But as he typed a reply, "Hey, it's been a while," he justified it. Mark had controlled everything, from their finances to their social circle. This was freedom. The next morning, Evelyn called. "We need to talk about the will," she said, her voice laced with ice. Mark's family had never accepted their marriage, viewing it as a liberal fad. Evelyn, a devout Catholic from Iowa, had cut Mark off financially years ago, but now she smelled opportunity. "That money belongs to the family," she insisted over coffee at a midtown cafe. Alex sat rigid, the $7 million burning in his mind. He hadn't told anyone yet. Not even his own estranged parents, who disowned him after he came out in college. "I loved him," Alex said flatly, but Evelyn leaned in, eyes narrowing. "Did you? Or was it the lifestyle?" Her words stung because they echoed his own doubts. Had he married Mark for love or security? The confrontation escalated. Evelyn threatened a lawsuit, claiming undue influence. "You're not family," she spat. Alex left shaken, his phone buzzing with a new message from Jordan. "Coffee tomorrow?" He met Jordan at a Brooklyn cafe, the kind with exposed brick and artisanal brews, worlds away from Mark's upscale haunts. Jordan was everything Alex remembered from photos. Tousled hair, warm brown eyes, a smile that disarmed. They talked for hours, about art, dreams, the suffocating weight of expectations. "I've been in a bad place," Alex confessed, omitting Mark's death for now. Jordan listened, his hand brushing Alex's across the table. It was electric, forbidden. But as they parted, guilt crashed over Alex. Mark wasn't even cold in the ground. Back home, the apartment felt haunted. Alex rifled through Mark's desk, finding old letters from Evelyn pleading with Mark to choose the right path. One dated just before their wedding. Don't throw away your legacy on this man. Anger surged. Mark had chosen him, hadn't he? But then Alex found bank statements showing secret transfers to a charity for LGBTQ youth. Sums Mark had hidden from his family. It humanized Mark, made the inheritance feel earned. Yet logging into that app, was that the price of his freedom? Evelyn's lawyer served papers that week, contesting the will on grounds of moral turpitude. The media caught wind, tabloids dubbing it the gay widow's windfall war. Alex's phone rang off the hook with reporters. His boss at the design firm suggested time off, but whispers in the office hinted at judgment. Is it true? A colleague asked. Society's gaze weighed heavy. Being gay in America was progress, but inheriting millions from a same-sex spouse? It invited scrutiny, questions of legitimacy. Jordan texted, "Saw the news. I'm here if you need to talk." Alex hesitated, then invited him over. They shared wine on the balcony, city lights twinkling below. "Mark was good to me," Alex admitted, tears finally coming. "But I felt trapped." Jordan pulled him close, a comfort Alex hadn't known he craved. No kiss, just holding. But it was a line crossed, a decision that would cost him. As the legal battle loomed, Alex faced his first court appearance. Evelyn's side painted him as a gold digger, dredging up his modest background. "He manipulated my son," she testified, voice breaking for effect. Alex's lawyer countered with evidence of their loving marriage. Photos, emails. But inside, Alex wrestled. Was love enough when doubt festered? Logging in that night had opened a door to truth. But at what price? The courtroom in downtown Manhattan buzzed with tension, reporters scribbling notes as Alex took the stand. Evelyn's attorney grilled him relentlessly. "Mr. Thompson, isn't it true you were communicating with other men during your marriage?" Alex's blood ran cold. How did they know? He'd been careful, but perhaps Mark's private investigator, hired during a rough patch, had left records. He denied it, but the seed of doubt was planted. The judge adjourned for the day, leaving Alex reeling. Outside, Jordan waited in a nearby park, his presence a balm amid the chaos. "You don't have to face this alone," he said, handing Alex a coffee. They walked through Central Park, leaves crunching underfoot, and for the first time Alex opened up fully about Mark. The good times, like lazy Sundays in bed, and the bad, like arguments over family holidays where Alex was sidelined. "I stayed because I thought it was right," Alex confessed. Jordan nodded, sharing his own story of a toxic ex who hid their relationship from the world. "Love shouldn't be a secret," he said softly. But as their bond deepened, so did the conflicts. Alex's sister, Lisa, the only family member who still spoke to him, called from Chicago. "Mom and Dad saw the news. They're worried." Her voice carried the weight of years of estrangement. Their parents, devout evangelicals, had called his orientation a choice leading to ruin. "Is this inheritance worth the fight?" she asked. Alex hung up, torn. The money could mend bridges, pay for his parents' retirement, fund Lisa's kids' college. But claiming it meant defending a marriage that, in hindsight, felt flawed. Evelyn escalated. Anonymous tips to the press about Alex's indiscretions. Headlines screamed, "Widow's secret life exposed." His design clients pulled away, citing reputational risks. Isolation set in. Friends from Mark's circle ghosted him, siding with the family. One night, drunk and desperate, Alex confronted Evelyn at her hotel. "Why can't you let this go?" he demanded. She stared him down. "Because Mark deserved better than a lie." Her words mirrored his inner voice. Was his love for Mark genuine, or a convenient escape from poverty? Jordan became his anchor, their meetings evolving into deep conversations about identity and societal pressure. "Being gay in this country means constant battles," Jordan said over dinner in a quiet Italian spot. "Family, law, even ourselves." Alex agreed, but guilt gnawed. Each moment with Jordan was a betrayal of Mark's memory. Yet he couldn't stop. Jordan represented authenticity, a life without facades. The trial intensified. Witnesses testified, Mark's colleagues praising his devotion, Evelyn's pastor decrying unnatural unions. Alex's turn came again. I loved Mark despite the odds. But cross-examination unearthed old emails to Jordan, redacted but damning. The courtroom gasped. Alex's lawyer objected, but the damage was done. That night, he broke down in Jordan's arms. I'm losing everything. Jordan held him. Not me. As the verdict neared, Alex faced a moral crossroads. Settle with Evelyn. Give up half the money for peace or fight, exposing more secrets? He chose to fight, testifying about the discrimination they'd endured. Mark's demotion at work after coming out. Family holidays boycotted. We built a life against the world, he said, voice steady. The jury seemed moved, but Evelyn's closing argument hit hard. This isn't about love. It's about greed. Post-trial, waiting for the decision, Alex and Jordan escaped to the Hudson Valley for a weekend. Amid rolling hills, they shared dreams. Alex of starting an art foundation for queer youth, Jordan of collaborative projects. This could be us, Jordan whispered during a hike. Alex's heart swelled, but doubt lingered. Was he replacing one cage with another? The judge ruled in Alex's favor. The will stood. $7 million was his. Evelyn stormed out, vowing appeals. Reporters swarmed, but Alex slipped away, phone in hand. He deleted the app, but not before one last message to Jordan. I need time. Victory tasted bitter. The money came with strings of judgment and loss. Yet freedom beckoned. Alex donated a chunk to LGBTQ causes, honoring Mark. But his parents' silence hurt, no reconciliation. Lisa visited, hugging him tight. You're brave, she said. Still, society whispered. Was he a hero or opportunist? As weeks passed, Jordan respected the space, but their pull was magnetic. A chance meeting at an art gallery reignited sparks. I've missed you, Alex admitted. They kissed for the first time, gentle, real. But in the afterglow, Alex wondered. Had he traded one life of pretense for another? The appeals dragged on, Evelyn unyielding. It's not about the money, she told a TV interviewer. It's about right and wrong. Alex countered in his own interview. Love isn't defined by others. Public opinion split. Support from queer communities, backlash from conservatives. The pressure mounted, testing Alex's resolve. One evening, alone with the fortune's paperwork, Alex reflected on choices. Marrying Mark for stability, logging in for escape, fighting for justice. Each had a price, lost trust, shattered illusions. Jordan called. Ready to try? Alex paused, heart pounding. The appeal hearing loomed like a storm cloud over Alex's newfound stability. Evelyn's legal team dug deeper, subpoenaing phone records that hinted at his online activities. This proves infidelity, her attorney argued in pre-trial motions. Alex's world narrowed to strategy sessions with his lawyer, a sharp woman named Carla who specialized in LGBTQ rights. They're playing dirty because they can't win on merit, she said. But the toll was evident. Sleepless nights, weight loss, a constant ache in his chest. Jordan offered solace, their relationship blossoming in secret. Dates in hidden gems of the city. A jazz club in Harlem, a picnic in Prospect Park. You're not defined by this fight, Jordan murmured one night, fingers intertwined. Alex wanted to believe it, but echoes of Mark's voice haunted him. We have to be perfect to be accepted. Had he dishonored that by moving on so quickly? Family pressures intensified. His father emailed after years of silence. Saw you on the news. This lifestyle brings nothing but pain. The words reopened old wounds. Coming out at 19. The slammed door. The disownment. Alex replied, It's not a lifestyle. It's who I am. No response came. Lisa urged reconciliation. They're getting old. Maybe the money could help. But using inheritance as bait felt wrong, a moral compromise. Society's lens amplified everything. Online forums debated, is the gay widow entitled? Trolls accused him of faking grief. A support group for queer widowers helped. Stories of similar battles, lost loves, reclaimed lives. Grief isn't linear, the facilitator said. Alex shared his guilt over Jordan. Am I betraying Mark? The group empathized, but one member challenged, or honoring yourself. Evelyn's campaign turned personal. She rallied conservative allies, petitioning to overturn same-sex inheritance laws in New York. Protect traditional families, her slogan read. Protests outside the courthouse featured signs. Marriage is sacred. Alex countered with a press conference, flanked by activists. This is about equality, not greed. Cheers erupted, but inside he questioned his motives. The money symbolized validation, but at what cost to his soul? As the appeal began, testimonies revisited old ground. A surprise witness, Mark's ex-boyfriend from college, claiming Mark confided regrets about the marriage. He felt trapped by expectations, the man said. Alex's heart shattered. Was it true? Carla cross-examined fiercely. Or are you bitter? The jury wavered. Post-hearing, Alex confronted Jordan. What if Mark was unhappy? Jordan held him. You both chose each other. Their bond strengthened, but secrecy weighed. When can we go public? Jordan asked. Alex hesitated. Timing mattered amid scrutiny. A breakthrough came. Leaked emails from Evelyn admitting prejudice. I never accepted his choice, she wrote to a friend. The court dismissed the appeal. Alex kept the fortune. Elation mixed with exhaustion. He celebrated quietly with Jordan, toasting to futures. But Evelyn's parting shot, a public disavowal. You're no son-in-law of mine. With funds secure, Alex launched the Mark Reynolds Foundation for Queer Arts, channeling money into grants. Felt redemptive, but personal demons persisted. His parents visited unannounced, drawn by news coverage. We want to understand, his mother said tearfully. Alex hosted dinner, tense but hopeful. I've forgiven you, he said. They left with promises of more talks, the money unspoken but bridging gaps. Yet Jordan pushed for commitment. I love you, Alex recoiled. Too soon? Inner conflict raged. Loyalty to Mark's memory versus new love. A heated argument ensued. You're using me as a rebound, Jordan accused. Alex denied it, but doubt seeded. Reconciliation attempts with Evelyn failed. She cut all ties. Society moved on, but scars remained. Alex attended therapy, unpacking layers. Childhood rejection, marital compromises, post-loss impulses. Choices define us, the therapist said. But so does forgiveness. As winter blanketed New York, Alex and Jordan reconciled over hot chocolate in a cozy cafe. I'm ready, Alex said. They went public hand in hand at a foundation gala. Whispers followed, but support outweighed judgment. Still, a tabloid exposé on his app login surfaced, courtesy of Evelyn's allies. Widow's double life. The backlash tested their bond. Jordan stood firm. We'll weather it. But Alex wondered. Had his decisions invited this pain? The foundation thrived, helping others navigate similar storms. Lisa's family visited, kids wide-eyed at the city. Uncle Alex is a hero, one nephew said. Yet moral ambiguities lingered. Donating more money eased guilt, but couldn't erase the login's shadow. In quiet moments, Alex pondered. Was seeking connection post-loss wrong? Or human? Spring brought renewal to New York, but for Alex, it ushered in fresh turmoil. The tabloid story exploded, painting him as a heartless opportunist. Clients fled his design business en masse. Even the foundation faced donor pullouts from conservative backers. This is the price of visibility, Carla advised over lunch. Alex nodded, but inside rage built against Evelyn's society himself. Jordan bore the brunt. Paparazzi hounded them, twisting innocent outings into scandals. Is this worth it? Jordan asked after a particularly invasive encounter. Alex reassured him, but cracks formed. His inner monologue screamed. You've dragged him into your mess. Therapy sessions delved deeper. Your login was a cry for help, the counselor said. But actions have consequences. Family dynamics shifted. His parents, tentatively reconnecting, withdrew again amid the scandal. We can't be associated. his father texted. Lisa mediated. Give them time. But Alex felt the sting of repeated rejection, fueling a spiral. Why fight for acceptance that never comes? He vented to Jordan. Evelyn capitalized, launching a memoir. Losing My Son to Deception. It hit bestseller lists, filled with biased anecdotes decrying their marriage. Interviews portrayed her as the victimized mother. Alex considered a countersuit for defamation but opted for dignity. Instead, he poured energy into the foundation, hosting events that amplified queer voices. One panel on societal prejudice drew crowds, with Alex sharing, "Love challenges norms, and that's scary," but personal costs mounted. Jordan's career as a freelance photographer suffered. Guilt by association. "I didn't sign up for this," he admitted during a fight. Alex snapped. "Neither did I." The argument escalated. Words like daggers. "You're still grieving Mark," and "You're my escape." They separated for a week, Alex crashing at Lisa's Airbnb rental in the city. Alone, reflection hit hard. The inheritance, once liberating, now felt cursed. He visited Mark's grave, flowers in hand. "Did I fail you?" he whispered. Memories flooded. Their first trip to Europe, Mark's laugh echoing in Paris streets. Tears came freely. "I loved you, but not enough." Reuniting with Jordan was tentative. "We need boundaries," Jordan said. They agreed to therapy together, unpacking trust issues. Progress was slow, but genuine conversations about fears, dreams. "Society wants us to fail," Alex said. "We won't." Yet external pressures persisted. A conservative group picketed the foundation's office, chanting slurs. Police intervened, but the incident shook Alex. "Is this the America we fought for?" he asked in a viral op-ed. Support poured in, donations surged from allies. It was a turning point, affirming his path. Moral dilemmas peaked when Evelyn suffered a health scare. A minor stroke. Her assistant called. "She wants to see you." Alex debated. Forgiveness or justice? He went to the hospital, finding her frail. "Why?" he asked. Evelyn teared up. "I was wrong about many things. No full apology, but a truce." She dropped further appeals. The gesture unlocked something in Alex. He reached out to his parents again, inviting them to a foundation event. They attended hesitantly, witnessing queer joy firsthand. "Maybe we were blind," his mother admitted afterward. Bridges mended slowly. With Jordan, commitment solidified. They moved in together, blending lives. But shadows lingered. A leaked message from the app era resurfaced, testing loyalty. Jordan forgave. "We're human." As summer approached, Alex faced a final choice. Sell the apartment haunted by Mark, or keep it as a reminder. He sold, donating proceeds to charity. Freedom felt real, yet questions remained. Had his decisions been right? The foundation expanded, impacting lives. Family ties strengthened, holidays with Lisa, cautious calls with parents. Evelyn sent a Christmas card, a small olive branch. The foundation's annual gala glittered under chandeliers in a Soho ballroom, a testament to Alex's resilience. Guests mingled, artists, activists, donors, all celebrating queer progress. Jordan stood by his side, hand on Alex's back. "Proud of you," he whispered. But amid applause, Alex spotted Evelyn in the crowd, uninvited but composed. Her presence ignited old flames. She approached during cocktails. "Can we talk?" In a quiet corner, she confessed. "The book was a mistake. Grief blinded me." Alex listened, heart conflicted. "You hurt me," he said. Evelyn nodded. "And you challenged everything I believed." No hugs, but understanding dawned. A fragile peace. The event's success masked inner storms. Jordan proposed later that night, ring in hand under starry skies. "Marry me?" Alex froze, joy mixed with terror. "After everything?" Jordan smiled. "Because of everything." Alex said yes, but doubts whispered. "Am I ready?" Or repeating patterns. Wedding planning amplified conflicts. His parents agreed to attend, a milestone, but insisted on discretion. "No public displays," his father stipulated. Alex pushed back. This is who we are. Tensions flared at a family dinner, arguments over traditions, acceptance. Lisa mediated. Progress takes time. But Alex paid the price. Strained calls, emotional exhaustion. Society's gaze intensified with engagement announcements. Media revisited the inheritance saga. From scandal to vows, supportive articles clashed with hate mail. A death threat arrived, prompting security. Is love worth the risk? Alex confided in therapy. The counselor, only you decide. Evelyn offered an olive branch, funding a foundation program. For Mark, she said. Alex accepted warily, but it sparked debate. Compromise or sellout. Jordan supported. Healing matters. As the wedding neared, a bombshell. Jordan's ex resurfaced, claiming unresolved feelings. He never fully let go, the man messaged Alex. Confrontation ensued. Is it true? Jordan admitted past ties but affirmed commitment. Trust wavered. Alex considered calling it off. I've lost too much, he said. Jordan fought. Don't let fear win. Reconciliation came through couples counseling, unpacking insecurities. We're stronger for the scars, Jordan said. Alex agreed, but the ordeal cost intimacy, forcing rebuild. The big day arrived in a Vermont vineyard. Intimate, defiant. Vows exchanged amid tears. I choose you, flaws and all. Parents attended, uncomfortable but present. Evelyn sent regrets but a gift. Honeymoon in Hawaii brought bliss, but reality awaited. Post-wedding, challenges persisted. Alex's business rebounded, but societal shifts, rising anti-LGBTQ rhetoric, threatened gains. The foundation lobbied against discriminatory bills. Alex testifying in D.C. We've come far, but backsliding is real, he argued. Family integration tested limits. Holidays with both sides. Awkward toasts, unspoken judgments. A blow-up over politics. Evelyn defending conservative views, Alex countering. Respect differences, Jordan urged. But the price? Suppressed anger, forced smiles. Personal awakening deepened. Alex wrote a memoir draft, exploring choices. The login as rebellion, inheritance as burden, love as redemption. Decisions define but don't doom, he reflected. Yet betrayals echoed. A former friend leaked private emails, reigniting scandals. Jordan stood firm, but Alex questioned. Endless cycles? As years blurred, growth emerged. Parents softened, attending pride events. Evelyn volunteered at the foundation. Jordan and Alex adopted a dog, symbolizing stability. But moral quandaries remained. Had logging in been wrong, or a catalyst for truth? Life settled into a rhythm for Alex and Jordan. Their Brooklyn brownstone a haven amid New York's chaos. The foundation flourished, expanding to nationwide programs. Alex's memoir, Inherited Shadows, became a bestseller, sparking dialogues on queer grief and societal pressures. It's not just my story, he said in interviews. It's ours. But peace was fragile. Evelyn's health declined, prompting visits to her Iowa home. I've regretted much, she confided during one. Alex forgave gradually, sharing Mark's untold stories. He loved you, he said. Her death a year later brought closure, and a small bequest to the foundation. Redemption, Jordan called it. Family bonds strengthened. His parents moved closer to New Jersey, attending therapy with Alex. We were wrong, his father admitted tearfully. Holidays became inclusive, kids asking questions that fostered understanding. Lisa's support remained steadfast. You've changed us all. Societal battles raged. Anti-LGBTQ laws in other states prompted advocacy trips. Alex testified against conversion therapy bans repeals, drawing from personal pain. Choices aren't choices when forced, he argued. Backlash included doxing, but allies rallied. The price? Heightened anxiety, but purpose fueled him. Jordan's career soared with a gallery show inspired by their journey. Portraits capturing raw emotion. You're my muse, he told Alex. Their marriage deepened, navigating rough patches with communication. An anniversary trip to Europe revisited Mark's favorites, honoring the past while embracing now. Yet inner conflicts persisted. Dreams of Mark surfaced, questioning paths not taken. What if I'd stayed faithful in grief? Alex pondered. Therapy affirmed. Regret informs, doesn't imprison. A major decision loomed. Adoption. They pursued it, facing biases in the system. Same-sex couples wait longer, the agency said. Perseverance paid. They welcomed baby Eli, a bundle of joy amid scrutiny. Parenting amplified stakes, protecting him from the world's judgments. Evelyn's memoir was re-released posthumously, edited for balance. Alex contributed a foreword. Forgiveness bridges divides. It humanized their saga, reducing trolls. As Eli grew, Alex reflected on legacies. The inheritance, wisely invested, secured futures. But true wealth was relationships mended, truths embraced. Society evolved unevenly, progress in cities, regressions elsewhere. Alex's foundation lobbied tirelessly, inspiring youth. Your story saved me, a teen emailed. In quiet moments, Alex and Jordan watched sunsets, hands linked. Worth every price, Alex said. But was logging in that fateful night a mistake, or the spark that led to authentic love?